Welcome back to this part of our first season of the MAxscript series, where we're building a tool that is going to help us in creating our morphers. Now, before we do that, there's something I want to talk about which is important. If you've been watching our previous video where we created a function, we managed to identify the position of a certain vertex. Now, this is very important. We're going to use that in some of our advanced part where we will be creating bone facial rigs. That will be, I think, season 2, to create certain positions of bones and controllers. For example, now that I have the position of this vertex, okay, do you know what I can do? Okay, I can create a box. Okay, so I'm going to create a box, for example, down here. I'm going to say maybe create controller CCT is equal to maybe box, okay, and a box of what? CCT dot CCT dot maybe length, width and height. Let me use a cylinder so that I don't type so much. So we're going to create a cylinder, and then CCT dot radius, which is equal to, I'm going to make it small, which will be about, okay, 2 units, okay, and then CCT dot height, which is going to be about 1.5 units. All right, so but where is going to be CCT dot position dot pose is going to equal to, now remember our vertex pose, V pose. All right, CCT dot. All right, so let me save this. I'll create a simple button here. I have a button. Which button I'm going to call controller. All right, so I'll save that, and then I'll run this function. Now, button controller, I've not created the item for the button, so instead of, I'll just copy this over check button and create another. But okay, since we are learners, let me create another button here, and that's going to be on btn pressed. What should you do? Run this function. What is the function? The function is vert pose. All right, so save and then run the script again. Okay, so cylinder, oh, I typed this wrongly. Okay, so that's why it has given me an error. All right, so run and then create a controller, and as you can see, we have a cylinder here. Okay, but as much as it is facing in a wrong direction, but I've managed to create the cylinder in that actual position of the vertex. Now look at this, why the vertex position will be important. So I'm going to create another cylinder at the opposite part. Okay, so I'm going to create another cylinder which is going to be maybe MRC, mirror cylinder, which is equal to, again, which is going to be a cylinder, which is going to be equal to CCT, which will be a cylinder. Okay, and then MRC dot radius is going to be equal to 2, and then MRC dot height, and then MRC dot height is also going to be equal to 1.5. And then this is the tricky part. MRC dot position pause is going to be equal to v pause. I'll put this whole thing in brackets. V pause, okay, times, so hash trick times, now we're going to mirror it, to mirror the cylinder created in the negative axis, times -1 comma, the other is 1 comma 1. So -1 in the x, so the negative here, okay, and then in the x, and then the other variables will be times 1 times 1. All right, so I'll save that, and then of course I'll delete this. Now I'll have to come out of this sub-object mode and delete this. All right, so I'll evaluate again the script, and then I'll pick. So we've picked, and then you can see it's still picked there, and then I create a controller. Oh, I need to re-evaluate, okay, this, so it has just inverted the other. All right, so instead of CCT, which is already the cylinder, all right, so I see where the error comes. I'm going to create another cylinder. I'm going to create another cylinder. Instead of CCT, I'm going to create another cylinder, which is okay, cylinder, so that I have two cylinders. Save, Control E. All right, so I'll be able to select this, and then already one vertex is selected. So you can see it has created two cylinders, or two controllers of mine. There's this one that is already in purple. Okay, let me delete this. I want one in, let me specify the wire color. So let CCT dot wire color, so the one on the left, let it be equal to red, and then let the one on the right be equal to blue. So that will be MRC dot wire color be equal to blue. So if okay, so I'll select the object again, and then pick a vertex on one side, okay, and then you see I have now two. So even when I pick a vertex here and then press, you see, so the red one is this side, the other one is this side, because this one is a negative times a negative multiplied together. So if the position was a negative of the vertex selected, it will interchange. So you can see with only one tool and a few buttons to press, I can create controllers that can go on any part of my object. All right, so that's it for this part. Let's wait in part, I don't know which part of which episode it will be of this season, where I'm going to talk about symmetry, so that those people who are creating morphers, so before we go to the bone-based facial rigs, those people who are creating morphers, okay, what do you need to do when you want to create symmetries? Remember, you don't want to be a person who is coming this side and then you go to the other side and select, all using the symmetry modifier when you're creating morphers, when you already added material to the item. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe, support. All right, if you want to support us, it is easy. You can get to our Skype ID. Then we see any way you can support us. Thank you so much.